Hi, Leo. Welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here and thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is what the collective needs to hear at this time. I've set that intention with my guides and with this deck. So if you are here because this is in your feed, then this message is for you. And if you are here because of the title, then this message is definitely for you. So let's get into the tarot and see what Spirit has. I'll pull any clarifiers and go deeper into the message in the extended. So if you're interested, you can sign up for a membership or you can purchase the one video from my Patreon. I'll have the link down below in the comments if you're interested. So definitely like the video and subscribe if you like the messages. All of that really helps my channel to grow, but it also pushes the messages out so that other people get them as well. So I really appreciate you guys doing that for me. On the bottom of the deck, we have this Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is about tension. This is about, conflict, arguments, having those difficult conversations with people, right? It's, like when we kind of just get triggered and then we kind of react, right? But needing to do that, excuse me, from a healthy standpoint. And then, knowing how to move forward from that. So, this could have been a situation where you got into an argument with someone that you're in a relationship with, or, a family member, something of that nature. But it is, needing to really kind of self-reflect around those feelings and what is triggering you, what is causing this conflict, right? This could also be about just an internal conflict. Swords are air energy, which are our thoughts. So you could be just internally conflicted about a situation. This doesn't even have to be something that happened with another person. So the situation is the Queen of Pentacles. This is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. This could just be that embodying energy, right? So she is very nurturing, very grounded, very dependable. But it's that like grounded, stable, nurturing energy, and then being practical as well, right? Like she's very generous, very practical energy. So if you're not dealing with an actual person, this is just the energy of, needing to be practical, needing to be grounded, and needing to remain stable. And that could have to do with that conflict, right? Especially if it involves another person and there were arguments and words being said back and forth. This is really needing to remain grounded and stable here. So the blockage is the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is, this is like joy, happiness, memories, right? It is harmony. So I feel like this is really kind of, it could be like an unhealthy attachment to nostalgia, or, thinking somehow that the past is better than the present that you're dealing with right now, or thinking that you wish things were the way that they used to be, instead of embracing like what is the now, right? Maybe that's the conflict, right? You're thinking about the past. You're really wanting things to be the way that they used to be, and that can be with this person, or it could be that you're wanting things to be more grounded and stable, and they're just not, right? And now you're kind of stuck in that past memory of thinking things used to be better. So the root cause of this situation is the Six of Swords. So there has been a transition, like a need to move forward. But I feel like this is, if this is affecting the situation, then this could be like a refusal to move on, and then staying in the same place, right? Staying in that nostalgia, staying in those memories. So like there is a need to move forward here, transition, move things to calmer waters, especially if like there are arguments and conflict here, right? Again, whether that's internal or external, there's this need to really move on from it and, embark on some kind of healing journey. Heal, again, maybe there's things that are triggering you and you're really needing to heal that so that you can move on. So in the recent past, what is affecting this current situation is the King of Pentacles. So again, this could have been like a divine counterpart, right? Because you have the King and Queen of Pentacles here. This can be due to some kind of imbalance. The King of Pentacles is, again, that nurturing, grounded, stable energy. He is wealthy, and this could be about finances, financial stability, resources, and it could even be with a home, like stability. I always think of stability as like your home, right? But this is like your stability was maybe changed due to circumstances beyond your control, right? Could have you feeling very defeated too. That Five of Swords is like feeling defeated type of energy and really needing to move on from that, release it. It's also about grudges, so you could be holding a grudge. There's something in the past that affected your stability, right? That King of Pentacles energy, that masculine energy. So this could have been like, butting heads with somebody about money or some kind of too focused on material wealth, right? Like being too greedy, whether that was you or another person. But that has something to do with stability in the past, money, resources, things of that nature. And now you're wishing that you could go back to the way that things were, right? And it's causing a lot of conflict here, whatever the situation is. This could have been a divorce. This could have been you and this counterpart that you're actually moving, because like the Six of Swords is my card for physically moving as well, not only moving on mentally, because again, swords are about your thoughts. So this could be like physically moving, and now you want things to go back the way that they were when you were with this person, or when things were more stable, or when you lived in that house, right? Like whatever it is for you. It's a general reading, so it'll be different for each of you, but needing to move on from that. And transition, right? Like release it, let it go. So the message from your higher self or your spirit guides, we have the moon. So the moon is about like that underlying fears, right? That shadow self that is illuminating your self-defeating and negative traits. Again, this could have been something about materialism, and no judgment. Like, I understand people go through things. There could have been arguments due to stability, or you got a divorce, or ended a cycle with somebody. This could even be a business partner. It doesn't have to be about love, but you've since moved, and now you're dealing with like these arguing about resources, and trying to split assets, right? Like this person gets the house, this person gets the car, whatever that is. But like really needing to look at those aspects of yourself and try to heal that, right? Because there could be some like underlying fears here, right? Needing to trust your intuition with things, but there could be like this underlying fear around this stability, around this situation, right? And then like dealing with that in a healthy way, right? So I just feel like there's something to do with, it could be things like hidden too, like you're not seeing everything, right? Like there's things being hidden from you, or maybe things were hidden from you, and that's why there's a need to move on here. Again, take that how it resonates. So in the immediate future, we have the Hermit card, and the Hermit is about pulling back, going in solitude, right? Pulling away from all others, and then searching for that inner wisdom. Connecting deeply with like your intuition and your inner truth, listening to your intuition. That's a healthy practice. Sometimes you really need to pull back and pull your energy away from people, places, things, especially if there are arguments, tension. That takes a lot of energy out of you, right? So, when you pull back and you kind of focus on yourself, that's going to rejuvenate you. It'll restore your energy. right? And make you feel a little bit better, but really just needing to seek your own soul here, right? That can be meditation, that can be long walks. It's just tapping into that inner divine wisdom. This doesn't have to be like going, in monk mode and like disappearing for months on end. This can just be, a short period of time, but it's very necessary to kind of pull your energy back from this situation and from those involved in order to kind of regain your energy here and trust your inner knowing. So, in your thoughts and feelings, we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is that fire energy, right? This is newer, fresh energy, but it's also like opportunity, like adventurous opportunities. So I feel like you are very curious and very open to creative experiences, new opportunities, and then expressing your way in like fresh, expressing yourself in fresh new ways, right? Like maybe kind of getting out there and doing something different, or just being very optimistic and having that sense of adventure. So I really love that. I think that's a good mentality to have, right? Especially if you've been dealing with some kind of heavy argumentative energy. But just remain kind of like open to new things, new opportunities, new inspiration. In your environment, the influence here is the World card. So you are closing out some sort of cycle here. This could be a karmic cycle that you were dealing with, right? So for me, I think a lot of times people see soulmates or divine counterparts as people that you're with for the rest of your life, right? Or when people say karmic, they think like very negative, right? I feel like soulmates can be karmic. It doesn't have to be like unhealthy. Maybe it came out that way in the end. You guys had some arguments, some tension, but I feel like we grow through each relationship that we're in. So this could have been a karmic cycle and you are now closing that out. There's some sense of completion and fulfillment here. Like you're moving into a new cycle, right? And that's probably why you're feeling very enthusiastic about new opportunities and new creative adventures, right? Like maybe opening up to your creativity. It's like, pages again are that new energy. So like that childlike. So maybe closing a cycle of heaviness and conflict, right? Fear, the unknown, right? So in your hopes and fears, we have the Ace of Cups, and I love that. So the Ace of Cups is a new emotional beginning here. So aces are gifts from the divine. This is them like handing you this gift, right? Like you're really hoping to have some kind of new emotional beginning, whether that's a new love, it could be a new connection, a new business adventure, opening up to your intuition, right? I mean, there's tons of opportunities and inspiration for personal development for you that are coming in here. And I feel like you're really open to that and really wanting a new beginning here, right? Again, whether that's in a relationship or, opening to your intuition. So the potential outcome is the King of Cups. I love that. So this could be a King of Cups coming in here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, right? This could be a love relationship that is coming in. But it's also about like emotional stability and, stepping into that King of Cups, having some compassion, stepping into that leadership, having good boundaries. He is the feminine masculine. So he is very in touch with his emotions and his intuition. So whether you're male or female, this could be you stepping into that King of Cups energy, or this could be a relationship coming in here for you, right? Like if that's what you're calling in for yourself, then there could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio coming in here to have a relationship with you after you've ended a cycle, right? So I really love that. You could just be having more compassion for yourself and setting healthy boundaries and then like really stepping into that leadership energy, right? Emotional stability, emotionally balanced, head over heart, right? Type of energy. So, yeah, I really love this for you. I think this is really good. I think you're definitely doing some soul searching here and moving on from conflict. Any kind of, holding on to the past is not going to help you. Like you just moving forward. And I really think you're going to open up to new opportunities and see that this cycle had to end, right? You couldn't keep repeating this cycle. So something to do with your stability, your resources, your money. Again, this could have been like you and a business partner, or you and a love partner. This could be family even, right? Like a father figure that you're moving on from here. But just, don't stay stuck in the past. Really kind of trust your intuition to move you forward, because you do have new opportunities and you do have new things coming in here, right? Just trust your inner knowing and kind of maybe pull your energy back from any conflict. Don't feed into that negativity, right? So I hope that this message helped. If you want to go ahead and join me in the extended, I'll pull cards for what you don't see coming, get some advice on how to move forward. Again, you can join the membership, or you can purchase just the one video from the Patreon link down below. If this is where we part, then I hope this message helped, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.